Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming out on such short notice. Sure, absolutely. So earlier this year, as many of you know, I requested a leave of absence from my role as mayor to be able to focus my time and energy on preparing a defense to the legal case which all of you have been covering so closely. I want to take this opportunity to thank our City Council here for granting me this request and allowing me this critical time. Over the past few months, I've learned firsthand just how slowly the wheels of our justice system proceeds with its work, which may be frustrating at times, but in the end, I think is a really good thing. During this time, my file has been extensively inspected and reviewed and discussed by the Crown and my legal counsel, and what was initially pursued as quite a scary indictment has since been starkly reduced to a summary matter, with the Crown and my legal counsel now exploring a resolution that would not involve a trial at all. From this point forward, this process should no longer require the level of involvement and attention that it once did, and as such, I no longer require the leave granted to me from my responsibilities here at City Hall. Earlier in the day, I reached out to our city manager and our executive leadership team to execute the logistics of my return, and I'm excited to be back from my voluntary leave, resuming my regular duties as mayor for the city of Port Moody, with only one exception. I spoke with Councillor Megan Lottie, who has agreed to continue in her acting role as acting chair of our police board, which I think makes the most sense until my case is formally concluded. Now, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Councillor Lottie, and I want to thank Councillor Hunter Madsen for filling in for me while I was on leave, both as acting mayors and in their respective roles on the boards of TransLink, Metro Vancouver, and of course the police board. I know how much work these assignments add up to, and they've both done a very good job. Now, admittedly, this matter is and has been an absolute nightmare for myself, my partner, and my family. At the same time, my absence from City Hall has been a regrettable burden on city business. Having left the city's leadership in a suspended state of uncertainty that's prone to deadlocking over initiatives that are really urgent priorities for the people of the city. So moving forward, I'm really excited to push ahead with these initiatives to get us back on track with park protection and expansion, growth of good local jobs, and encouraging development that only enhances our quality of life. These are the priorities that the people of Port Moody elected me to get rolling this term. For all you folks in the room here, I have a lot that I want to say about the past few months, but unfortunately I cannot answer any questions that relate to the legal side of this matter. But I am happy to take any questions you may have about the past few months at City Hall or the route moving forward. Just get your name and your company. Awesome, thanks.
The BC Prosecution Service is saying they're not aware of any sort of change to the charge against you. So can you elaborate on this? I know you're saying you can't speak to the legal side, but can you elaborate on some sort of agreement it sounds like has been reached?
So like I said, there are so many aspects of this whole thing in the last few months that I really want to comment on. There's a lot of thoughts that have been going through my head over the last few months, and I really want to speak to those. But again, because it's a legal case, I'm not able to comment on anything that's specifically related to the legal case.
But does the charge against you still stand?
Again, I'm not here to comment on any legal case.
Are you going to be in court on September 12th? Your next court hearing?
Again, I don't know how much clearer I could be about the legal side of this. On advice of my attorney, I cannot comment on any part that has to do with the legal side of it.
What do you mean by summary matter? You said it was downgraded or something to a summary matter. What does that mean?
Again, anything related to the legal side of it, I encourage you to ask. Either you can feel free to reach out to my lawyer, Ian Donaldson. His office can provide a summary of how the legal system is structured and what those different terms mean. But I can't comment on the legal side of it.
And you can't tell us who will be in court on September 12th?
Again, any legal stuff, like I just said, I really don't want to have to keep repeating that part. But if anybody has any questions about the last few months. Of course, no, I'm really excited to be getting back. I think we have some really important work to get done. I am extremely regretful at the fact that there is lost time. And I just want to get a head start on getting those issues figured out.
I guess Mayor, given...
We'll just get your name again. I know you, but thank you.
I guess given those questions and the fact that there is a case that I know you don't want to mention it, but confirmed on the docket for Thursday, why not wait until at least Thursday or a time after that to return, given all that you can say at this point?
Right. So from my perspective, I personally don't want to be waiting any longer than I absolutely have to get back to these priorities. The list of things to get done here is so vast. The amount of cleanup that needs to get done since the last term, the change of direction that the people voted for, these are big ticket items and they take a really long time to get moving. So to answer your question, why not wait? It's simply there needs to be time to get these things done, and there's already been quite a bit of time lost to this matter.
But you're confident that the matter has been cleared or is in position as such that the people in Port Moody will have full confidence when the full details of the case come out?
At this point, again, I'm not going to be touching the legal side of it. I know that's kind of skirting it a little bit, but I've been told not to touch anything that is even close to the legal side of this matter. But I thank you for that first question.
Mayor Bigmore, when you
Yeah.
interviewed about since in March, part of the reason that you said is because it was going to be extraction to the city and city council matters. What has changed? I mean, I know you can elaborate on the legal side, but are you sure you're not going to do extraction? Can you reassure your constituents, the city council, that you're not going to do extraction?
Yeah, the reason that I left originally and the reason that I'm so thankful to City Council for granting me that leave is specifically to be able to put my focus and attention on that legal case. And at this point, as far as my time is concerned, the heavy lifting has been done. And so at this point, you know, it's the difference between getting my work done here versus not getting my work done here, and the latter providing no material benefit. I am no longer required to be giving that much time and attention to the case itself.
If you're found guilty of anything during this, will you be offering any further statement, or is it taking the leave again, or at this point is it...
Yeah, again, anything to do with the legal case, I can't comment on. Of course, if there's any significant developments, you guys are going to be the first to know. Okay, thanks everybody for coming, and I hope that you guys got one more here.
Board meeting's 11:30. I think previously you said you weren't going to come back until the legal matters are resolved. So are they resolved? Well, you said that before. What has changed?
So again, the legal side of it, I can't necessarily comment on it, but I'd be happy to review that at a later time.
Mayor Vandermoor,
Yes.
City News. Can you be more specific about what one or two of your priorities are, and what are so important for you to get back to business?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that as I mentioned, park expansion and protection is one of the major ones for me. Bird Flynn Park being one of them. Rocky Point Park expansion, shaping the development of our city was one of the biggest issues of the election, and it's something that I'd like to get a lot more work done over the next 3.5 years here to make sure that the kind of changes that were talked about during the election actually get enacted and don't get stonewalled.
Do you have any concerns at all that because you're in this legal situation still, that there's any loss of credibility for yourself or your position?
At the end of the day, it's one person, one vote on council. I'm hopeful that my council colleagues will be supportive of the direction that the people have given us during the last election. But again, you'd have to ask them.
All you've been on leave, has there been any particular decision made that you'd be disappointed about, that you'd want to revisit now that you're married?
I think, first of all, Bird Flynn Park is one that broke my heart to hear how that situation had unfolded. I think the constant 3-3 votes on some of the big issues have been, a driver of anxiety in the city. And I think that, taking a look at some of those big decisions, luckily not too much has gotten to that point where it's been such a confrontational state. But yeah, there are going to be some big decisions to be made in the coming few weeks.
Mayor Bigmore, moving forward, you're saying it's essentially resolved as far as you're concerned. The indictment against you is not as extreme as it was when it was announced in March. Are you confident going forward once you come back that there will be no further allegations made against you?
Yeah, again, I can't comment on any of the legal stuff and any of the sort of details about the case. I just want to be as clear as I possibly can about that. I thank everybody for coming out, and again, short notice, sorry about that, and excited to see where we move forward on this.